know very soon.
I'm looking for some order please, with the eyes forward and the arms neatly folded and the pain of attention. Pi is exactly 3. Okay, hi, happy Sunday, January 13th, HQDs, and happy birthday to Julie Louis-Dreyfus, William Hung, Ronnie Turiaf, and throw some confetti for Rip Taylor, turning 85. Yeah, we're doing celebrity birthdays now on HQ, and we're gripping and ripping tonight, where we're gonna find the HQ 100. That's right, I'm not gonna stop asking questions until we're left with 100 or fewer players in the game. Woo! Brushing off the rust on this one, haven't done this in a while, but it should be a good time, because that's how we do on HQ. I'm your host with the asbestos, your compere with the chest hair, your MC with the hemp seeds, Scott Rogowski, live and loving it, and battling a cough. I'm only human. Back in the New York groove after a wonderful weekend in the woods of Connecticut, where I met so many HQDs, including Erica on crutches and her friends from Rhode Island, Jaden and Sully, Adam Portnoff, Sam Sagnella, Shay, Aubrey, Nicole, Nancy, and Amy. Also shout out to Chad Vincent, whose daughter provided HQ Trivia with a new Twitter avatar. Oh, we like it. Thank you for your gift. Breaking from the traditional format of asking 12 or 15 questions tonight, that's what we're doing. I have no idea how many we'll be getting to, but the HQ 100 will be splitting our jackpot of 10,000 Dunkaroos, 10,000 didgeridoos, $10,000 redos. No 12-cent wins tonight, folks. Every winner is walking away with a minimum of $100. That's a Benjamin Franklin. And that's money to write home about 200 times with the 200 postage stamps you can buy with $100. Yeah, they're expensive these days. Extra lives and erasers can be used tonight once per game and not after Q14. Extra lives keep you in if you get a question wrong. Of course, you can get them for free by referring your friends to play or playing 5 days in a row or kick us some coin right now or anytime during the game to purchase one. They can be used in both trivia and words. A word?
Hello, word nerds!
Haven't you heard? Are you following the herd? Are you still mourning the death of John Hurd, character actor? I sure as heck am, but that's neither here nor done there. I'm talking about our new show, HQ Words, hosted by Anna Golden Voice Roisman, appearing on your screen nightly at 9:30 p.m. You solve word puzzles to win cash. It's a ton of fun. Just tap that join beta button and you'll be notified when Anna goes live. You don't have to download anything new. It's the same app. It's brilliant. But right now, we have our own quizness to attend to. It is time for our nightly assignation. Make sure your phone is charged and do not disturb mode so nobody calls you in the middle of the game, okay? And ruins your chances at 10K. If you don't like the chat, you can swipe it right and away. Poof, the magic dragon, it's gone. But you're still here, trying to steer clear to the winner's circle. So what do you say, Fannie Mae? Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get this show on the road. Numero uno, the HQ 500, no, 100 begins now. Celebrities entering an award show often walk on what? Yellow bath mat, red carpet, or green linoleum. This ain't no car race. It's the HQ 100. Now, they might practice on yellow bath mats or green linoleum, but on the big night when the Klieg lights and cameras are flashing bright, you'll see those celebs on the red carpet. Red carpet DM for 465,248 of you. Over 500,000 started with us. We're following the yellow brick road off to see the Quizzard at Q2. White and dark chocolate mixed with crushed candy cane pieces is known as peppermint what? Bark, snort, or yodel. Have you eaten up all your holiday candy yet, or are you holding on to a secret stash behind the headboard? If you do happen to have any peppermint bark left over, save some for old Scotty. Bark, 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 bark. 440,111 staying minty fresh tonight, barking up the right tree to question 3. But before we get there, don't you hate Mondays? But don't you love movies? Oh yeah, that's why we do Movie Monday here at HQ. We're balancing it all out. We're doing it mañana. Might be asking about Stanley H. Kubrick, maybe Quizton Tarantino. There are gonna be snakes on a quiz tomorrow at 9 p.m., hosted by the big Rogowski. But tonight, back to the HQ 100 and Q3. A small region of facial hair between the lower lip and the chin is often referred to as what? Bermuda face triangle, treasure zone, or the soul patch. What do you say to that little number? Whether paired with a mustache, like Frank Zappa, or Mark Maron, or the highlight on an otherwise hairless head like Howie Mandel, one thing's for certain, Alan, any self-respecting stylish man should be rocking a flavor saver, aka soul patch. Oh, 397,915 patching things up tonight. You got soul, but you're not a soldier. You're getting Q4. Portugal mainly lies in what direction from Spain? West, north, or east? This is Portugal, the question. Portugal, the country, is so hot right now on my Instagram feed. I was there last month myself, living it up in Lisbon, so I could tell you from personal experience that it's located adjacent to Spain on the left-hand side. West! Past the Dutchy on the left-hand side. West is your answer. Go west, young HQties. All 276,802 of you getting Q5. We're starting to whittle you down there. Just about half from original total left in the game. Q5. Contact lenses are designed to fit right up against what body part? Molar, cornea, or patella? Now, these take some getting used to, believe you me. That whole touching your eye part, ugh. I've been wearing contacts for 24 years, kids, placing them snugly over my cornea. I'm doing it right. I'm touching I have contact lenses in there. Don't worry about it. 299,442 of you conk if your cornea. You're moving on, seeing clearly now to Q6. By definition, an ad hominem argument is one made against what? Optimism, person's character, or logic. And I'm gonna need some contact solution, because I just clouded up my own lenses. I did, with my oily fingers. Ad hominem attacks are what people and certain presidents do when they know their arguments on substance just don't hold water. It's an attack on the other person's character or personal details rather than the argument itself. It's basically Twitter in a nutshell. 169,076 of you attacking Q7, 136 of you. What are you, morons? No. See, that I was demonstrating an ad hominem attack. No, it was a tough question. You're very smart. And maybe you have an extra life to kick you back in for Q7. The hit song Get Lucky features Pharrell Williams with what face-obscuring act? Marshmallow, Daft Punk, or Dead Mouse? Not Dead Mouse 5, as your grandma thinks. We're up all night till the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night to get lucky. It's the song of the summer of the century. Thanks to big hat wearing Pharrell and helmet wearing Daft Punk.
She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky.
Oh, Daft Punk is most definitely playing at our house tonight. Our house. Boom. Do. 146,863 of you. You've come so far to give up who you are. You've come all the way to Q8. What city has an NHL team named after a kid's movie? Anaheim, Los Angeles, or San Jose? I'm sure Ryan Getzlaff, Brandon Montour, and goalie John Gibson are honored repping the same team as Charlie Conway, Fulton Reed, and Goldberg. The Walt Disney Company founded the IRL Anaheim Mighty Ducks, the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, after the 1992 hit movie Ducks Stick Together, right? Emilio, 132,696, skating on. Show me the flying V. Q9, what is the game of checkers called in the UK? Jumpers, nippers, or drafts? Check, checkers. Jumpers, nippers, or drafts. Jumpers is what them limeys call sweaters. But if you want to say king me across the pond, you better be Prince Charles or playing a game of drafts. Drafts. Because you draw the pieces. You don't draw them with your hand. It's like a British term. They're smarter than we are, all right? 64,010. Crowning Q10, drafting you into the continuation of this quiz. Which of these classic films was once released with weapons digitally replaced by walkie-talkies? Hook, E.T., or Raiders of the Lost Ark? Oh, Spielberg, that old Stevie Spielberg took advantage of new technology to make the 20th anniversary release of this film in 2002 feel less violent, but then regretted it, saying he didn't want to rob fans of their gun-loving memories. So he re-released E.T. again for the 30th anniversary as originally cut with those original weapons. Thanks, I guess. Was that a good move? 54,471 phoning Q11 Elliot. In what modern day nation was the battle that led to the end of Napoleon's military and political career? Belgium, Germany, or France? We're at Q11, normally the penultimate question. Not tonight. Not the HQ 100, 54,471 remain for Q11. Napoleon stormed through Europe in the early 1800s, but in 1815, the Napoleonic Wars and his career came to an end at Waterloo. He finally faced his Waterloo. Where-a-loo? In modern-day Belgium. Belge. If it's Sunday, this must be Belgium. And for 23,670, this must be the correct answer. A slightly savish Q11 brutal, I should say. For 35,000, this question was your Waterloo, but 23,670 are getting Q12. Which of these words is not a heteronym? Bass, wound, or cleave? Bass, wound, or cleave. I could also pronounce it, I guess. I could also say bass, wound, and cleave, but see, that gives it away because heteronyms are words that have different pronunciations and meanings, but the same spellings, like bass, bass, and wound, wound, whereas cleave has more than one meaning, to split from or stick to, but they're both pronounced the same. 21,097 cleaving to this quiz, although we have cleaved 13,000 for getting this wrong. You see, you can use it both ways and they're opposite meanings. It's a crazy word. Q13, Sandra Bullock has starred with her co-lead from which film more than once? Gravity, Speed, or The Heat? Pop quiz. Hot shot. Sandy and Keanu had such hot chemistry in what was that movie? I think it was called The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down. That they re-teamed, not for Speed 2, but for The Lake House in 2006, which means Speed is your answer at Q13. And we have 11,745 Wildcats playing with house money tonight. The hilarity and excitement continues at Q14. Which of these African countries is technically a kingdom? Tanzania, Morocco, or Kenya? Getting to the later innings of this quiz. Since this country's founding by Idris in 788 AD, it's been ruled by a series of independent dynasties, the current Alawites since 1631. Along with Lesotho and Swaziland, Morocco is one of Africa's 3 kingdoms. The more you know. 9,605 got this one right. You know Casablanca? That's in Morocco. 9,605 could be making Casablanca tonight. Moroccan and rolling on to Q15. Shakespeare's Macbeth includes the mention of a forerunner to what modern holiday treat? Eggnog, hot toddy, or candy canes? The doors are open. and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets, that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die. Lady Macbeth poisoned the posset, a curdled and spiced milk beverage which evolved into eggnog. Yeah, the guards drank the posset. Oh, it wasn't a good night for those guards. 3,447, bending the elbow, throwing back some nog. They got some noggins on them. You're getting Q15 right now. Remember, well, we're past Q15 now. You can no longer use extra lives at this point. No safety nets. It's all or nothing here. Sudden death overtime for 3,447. We're trying to get to the HQ 100, $10,000 on the line. Q16. Which Canadian city is not the capital of its province? Vancouver, Edmonton, or Toronto? Oh, Canada, that home and native land. For some HQties out there, maybe some of you left in this game. If you are, this one should be easier for you. Toronto is the capital of Ontario. Edmonton, the capital of Alberta. But while Vancouver is British Columbia's largest city by far, it's not the capital. That would be Victoria. Banana, Victoria. And we just cleaved another 2,000 from the quiz, leaving us with 1,381 on another savage question. 1,381 could be victorious. Yeah, I'm stingy with the savage questions tonight. They gotta be really savage on the HQ 100. We have 1,380 left for Q17. Someone who provides an unwelcome distraction is sometimes called a person from where? Piltdown, Porlock, or Perdition. If we have another slightly savage question, we could get our HQ 100 here. Now, this would have to be really savage to get us to 100. This phrase goes back to 1797 when Samuel Taylor Coleridge dreamed an entire epic poem. While writing it down, a visitor distracted him until he forgot much of it. Oh, don't say it so. And today, the reason Kubla Khan isn't longer is because of a tedious person from Porlock, a coastal town in Somerset, England, and 744. Not looking to be poor tonight. This quiz could be a lock for some of you. We lost over 600 there, down to 744 for Q18. This could determine the HQ 100 right here. Which of these Dickens characters was introduced first? Samuel Pickwick, Miss Havisham, or David Copperfield? Remember, I'm not stopping until we get 100 or fewer players in the quiz. That's how HQ 100 works. You're all going to split that $10,000 prize. We're staying in the 19th century English literature field here. David Copperfield was published in 1850, and Great Expectations, where we meet Miss Havisham, was published in 1861. But the Pickwick Papers, featuring one Samuel Pickwick, was Charlie's first novel, serially published in 1836. And we're down to 351. What the dickens? You are chasing that paper to Q19. Could this be it? Who thinks it? Who thinks this could be the final question tonight? Let me know in that chat. Q19. Tom Cruise is younger than his romantic co-lead in which of these films? Top Gun, Cocktail, or Jerry Maguire? Tom Cruise. Who's cruising in to the victory lane tonight? Tom has always looked younger than his on-screen lovers, let's be honest. But early in his career, he actually was. Like in Risky Business, he was 2 years younger than Rebecca De Mornay. And Top Gun, where he was 4 years younger than Kelly McGillis. And 275 knew that one. We also now know that age maybe wasn't exactly the issue for Kelly McGillis, looking back on it. But 275 feel the need for speed tonight, buzzing the tower for Q20. Could this be it for the HQ 100? The nickname for the place on Earth farthest from dry land comes from a book by what author? Jules Verne, Herman Melville, or Jack London? Place on Earth farthest from dry land, the so-called oceanic pole of inaccessibility, is located in the middle of the Pacific between New Zealand and Chile, nicknamed Point Nemo, after the hero of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by, oh, you know who it is now, Monsieur Jules Verne. Under the sea, ba-na, under the sea. But we're not under 100 players yet. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter at Q21 for 188 of you left in this game, biting those fingernails. This could be it. You're this close to that $10,000 prize. We started with over $500,000 in this game. You're one of the HQ 185, but can you be the HQ 100? Q21. Which job was not held by the man whose portrait is on the current US $10 bill? Treasury Secretary, Major General, or State Senator? Not held. Now, if you've managed to score tickets to the hottest musical of the decade, you might have scored this question correctly. Because the $10 bill is the Hamilton portrait, and Aham served as Major General in the nascent U.S. Army and the Treasury Secretary. But he was never a state senator. State senator is the answer, and no, not yet. At least one more question will be asked tonight. 116 of you now, not throwing away your shot. You've gotten all the way to Q22, and I'm running out of breath and questions, frankly. Q22, what was J.R. Ewing drinking right before he was infamously shot in Dallas? Bourbon, beer, or coffee? And that's in quotations because, of course, this is the TV show Dallas. Who shot J.R.? One of the great TV moments of all time. J.R.'s working late in his office when he hears some sneaking about, but not enough to tip him off that he's about to get shot. About to get got, J.R. You think he'd be more alert, seeing as he just took a sip of coffee. And we got our HQ 100, baby! 28 of you are big winners. A savage Q22. Woo!